I don't want to get too controversial, but it's time to put the Timberwolves on that fraud watch because they just lost to the Mavericks while leading quite literally the entire game except for just about 5 minutes in the first quarter. They literally blew a 9 point lead, but it was closer than you might think. Now, that sounds a bit ridiculous after all I just said, after putting them on fraud watch, but honestly, it ended up being a pretty close game. In that 11 point lead was the biggest lead of the entire game, and that was in the first quarter. After that, the Mavs just kept it close the entire game. But the only reason that I started off the video like this is because of the fourth quarter. Because the Timberwolves were looking basically flawless the entire fourth. At one point, they were literally up 89-82. At one point. Because after that certain point, 92-89. Guys, the Mavericks went on a 16-0 run to bring the score to 96-89, putting them at a huge lead that the Timberwolves, yeah, they chipped away at it. In fact, they even went on a 10-0 run from 6:57 to 3:37 in the fourth quarter. But even with that huge run, they only brought the lead back up to 4. Luka hit a huge 3, which was the first team field goal in over 5 minutes. PJ Washington hit a 24-footer fast break corner lead-taking 3 off a Kyrie assist. Mike Conley missed a pretty big 3 with 1:40 left. Luka got a huge steal and made a fast break 2 to make it his 15th point of the fourth quarter. And then with 13 seconds left, the dagger happened. Cat missed a big, wide open 3, which Naz Reid did get the rebound to, but he only made it 2. When that happened, the Timberwolves were forced to foul. You know what happens when they're forced to foul? Kyrie made 2 of 2 free throws. Then what happened? Well, Anthony Edwards takes the ball down, passes to Mike Conley. Mike Conley shoots a 3, and he gets fouled on the 3. Wow, it's looking great. He has 3 free throws. They can make it right now and cut it to 1. He made 1. Mike Conley, you know what? Let me search up what career 3-point or free throw shooter he is. Sorry, I can guarantee you that it's pretty high. Okay, let's see. His free throw percentage this season, just this season alone, has been pretty damn good. It's been 91%, and he missed 2 in a row to lose the game. Throughout his entire career, he's been an 82% free throw shooter. And he sold. He absolutely crumbled under pressure tonight. And frankly, it's just embarrassing. Everyone crumbled under pressure. I made a video a few weeks ago saying how Anthony Edwards was overrated. You know how many hate comments? Oh my god, that was the nastiest comment section that I've ever seen. Tonight, shot 6 of 16, 5 of 12 from 3, had 3 turnovers, and really the only good thing he did was grab 11 boards and dish the ball out 8 times. The game before this, shot 6 of 24. He's been on the opposite of a heater, the opposite of a hot streak. He's been playing horribly. He's been playing the worst ball of his entire life. But you know what this game was really decided by? I'll get back to the main subject of the video. Stop the hating for a little bit. Kyrie Irving. Because Kyrie in the first quarter alone had 14 points, which really kept the Mavs in the game, while Luka was extremely cold for the first 3 quarters. Of course, we all know how he picked up the pace towards the end, scoring 15 in the last quarter, but it wasn't only him that was super duper slow throughout the entire game. PJ Washington played pretty garbage. At least in the first half. In the second half, he brought it all back, shooting 3 of 6, which is not good, but not too bad either. And that ultimately led them to win the game. Derek Lively the second, nothing but the utmost respect for that guy. He is a great, great rookie. He had 9 and 11 tonight, 9 points, 11 rebounds on 101.4% true shooting, which was, I mean, honestly, he's just a great player. I respect the guy wholly. One person who I do not respect is Karl Anthony Towns, because in 34 minutes tonight, he only had 16 points, shot 6 of 20 for the field, and 2 of 9 from 3, including a potential dagger at the end of the game, which he missed. Naz Reid played honestly okay, and I never thought that I would be saying this, but Jaden McDaniels might be the best player on the Timberwolves' entire roster. Yeah, I just said that. That's the nastiest thing I've ever said in my life. But like Anthony Edwards said, they got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels, and Jaden McDaniels has been absolutely going off the past 2 games. I mean, in the closeout game against the Nuggets, he outperformed just about everyone on the roster, making 4 threes, and tonight he kept up that trend, making 6 of his 9 3-point attempts and going 9 of 15 from the field for 24 points, a team high. What? That doesn't even make sense. I mean, he just played so great. One more story to talk about in this game, and this was a pretty big one, so it's probably going to take up the remainder of the video. But shooting, because the Mavericks shot well. The Timberwolves didn't shoot well. But you can look at it at a different perspective too. You could say that the Mavs didn't shoot well and the Timberwolves did shoot well. Yeah, that sounds extremely confusing, but let me break it down for you guys. Mavericks shot 50% from the field and 94% from the free throw line, missing 1 of 17. However, they did shoot 6 of 25 from 3, which is horrible. I mean, only 18 points off threes in today's league. If I look at this POG score, I think that the Timberwolves will win this game. However, Timberwolves shot 42% from the field and 61% from the free throw line, missing 7 of their 18 free throws. That's 11 and 7, which is extremely, extremely bad. However, they did shoot 18 of 49 from the 3-point line, good for 36%, which is way more points off threes. It's 54 points off threes compared to the Mavs, 18. I mean, pretty great, right? Yeah, it's pretty great, but when you look at points in paint where the Mavericks outscored the Timberwolves 62-38, maybe it's not that great because the Timberwolves have been relying on their size, their physicality these entire playoffs. And in this game, we did not see that physicality show in the slightest. I mean, Rudy Gobert was shying away from the tiniest bit of contact. I mean, I thought that he was injured for half the game, but I just learned that he was scared. Sorry, that was a bit harsh. And really, no one played like they usually play. It just seemed like something was off, like they walked in with a bit too much swagger after beating the defending champions. And honestly, makes sense. But Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, it's time to drop that ego, guys. Because you're not going to win a series off of ego. Like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.